We're seeing banks start to consider some cuts. We're going to see major big tech companies start to do cuts or accelerate the cuts, that sort of thing.
From plummeting tech stock valuations to an accelerating wave of layoffs and hiring freezes across the industry.
$44 billion check he cut. He is bringing big changes on day one. He fired the social media giant's top 3 executives who were reportedly escorted out of the building.
The layoffs are coming, but to be completely honest with you, they've been coming, especially when we're looking at tech, IT, etc. So what am I here to say to you? Well, I'm here to say that you heard it here first.
I brought you all the news.
But you see, that would be a bit of a lie. So what I'm really here to say is that, sorry for being late to the party, but I don't come empty-handed. I come with some news. And the news is that over in the US, the Fed have decided to raise interest rates by another 75 basis points. And honestly, the news don't stop there. You see, over here in the UK, the Bank of England, like an annoying little brother that says, "Let me play, let me get a turn, please," has decided to follow suit, and guess what? Raise interest rates by 75 basis points. And honestly, I did some checks, and that's the largest rate hike in the UK in recent history, in about 30 years or so. And if you know anything about interest rate hikes, especially in a time like this, where recession is looming, or here, depending on what you think, then you know that we are. And so you're probably thinking, so why did I have this newspaper? And that's because during these type of times, you've got to ensure that you're using every resource, every opportunity to not only find yourself a job, but secure yourself a job. And so that means looking just past LinkedIn, maybe tapping into the newspaper, as I've shown you, seeing what job adverts are in there. And you see, with this train of 4, this actually links to what the point of this video is. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to provide you with four recession-proof jobs that are going to allow you to secure yourself an income during these type of times. And with this income, maybe, heal or nurse your portfolio back to health, because I know I definitely need that. And you see what I did there? It's a nice segue into the first profession, or the first industry that I'm going to talk about, and that's the medical field. And before we get into the detail of everything, not too bad, actually, not kind of well. So with the medical industry, medical sector, there's a range of different jobs, going from more commonly known ones like a doctor or a nurse to more niche ones that most people are not familiar with, like a cytotechnologist. Now, people that have jobs within the medical industry are able to maintain their jobs during economic downturn, because regardless of what's going wrong with the economy, people still require medical attention. And so you're probably looking at this and saying, doesn't it require X amount of years to get jobs within the medical industry? And for jobs like a doctor, yeah, this is true. But to be honest, they get paid. So you want to get paid? Go study for that. But if you just want something that's easy to get into, doesn't require as much formal training, academic breakthrough, then there's jobs like a pharmacy technician, a medical secretary, and then of course a care worker, where you can break into the industry quite easy. Now, number 2 on this list is an actuary. Huh? Wait, what is that? What are you talking about? Hey Siri, define actuary.
Actuary means a person who compiles and analyses statistics and uses them to calculate insurance risks and premiums.
Okay. Hey Siri, thank you for that. You're the best.
Why, thanks.
Now, being an actuary is an invaluable job during economic downturn, as they're able to help guide organizations in the right direction so they can avoid situations like bankruptcy. And they do this by looking at their overall financial risk, as well as generally just depicting where the economy is going to go, so looking at the economic trends. Now, because of the competencies and difficulty of the job, this requires higher learning, but comes with, of course, a nice package, as the salary coming out of university, so as a graduate, is above average salary within the UK anyways, and becoming fully qualified garners a decent salary, whereas going as a senior level can get you salaries up to 110,000, which is nothing to scoff at, of course. Now, the next industry I want to discuss is education. And this is because teachers have the luxury of having minimal risk on their jobs, as people still need to learn during economic downturn. And of course, because people still need to learn, this also makes the job high in demand, of course, at all times. Now, with this being said, to get qualified as a teacher, you need to have the QTS, or you need to go for the QTS, which has a requirement of having an undergraduate degree sorted out before that, or an equivalent qualification. You can also become a lecturer by going through the prerequisites mentioned before and then just following up with a postgraduate degree, so that's a master's or a PhD. Now, with the last one, this one's a bit funny due to where we started this video, but of course this is the IT and tech industry, and this is because the demand for these jobs are very, very high. You know, with the pandemic, this has accelerated us moving to a digital world, and has now made, or has now signified, the importance of technology in every company. You know, technology is now paramount to doing operations, to scaling companies, to just making things work. And you know, with this being said, looking at technology as an overall, job profession going forward, this can actually be self-taught. This can obviously be done through boot camps. This can be done through obviously studying degrees or something like computer science. So there's many ways to get into this field. And of course, this boasts a nice salary of, or an average salary of, around 42k in the UK. So nothing to scoff at once again. And of course, we've seen some ridiculous salaries with technology. We all know, or we all got that one friend that makes 6 figures, doing their tech job. So you can't complain. And I've actually got a bonus one for you, and that's content creation. And this is because content creation can survive or thrive in any economic climate due to the fact that people always want to be either entertained or educated. And this can actually be a combination of both. Now, with this being said, you've also got additional luxuries that are provided with content creation, like being able to create in your own space, in your own environment, generally just providing you with additional or extra comfortability. And speaking about comfortability, being able to create or do things in your own clothes, whatever clothes you want to wear, not having to wear this tight ass office clothes that I'm struggling to get out. And so, I provide you with any value at all, then definitely leave me a like, subscribe, and leave a comment on what tie do you like more, skinny ties or fat ties. And if you just want some additional general insight onto the economic climate that the UK is going through, then have a look at this video here. And until next time, stay blessed and peace. Hey Siri, define naturally, please.
Naturally means
Naturally.
without special intervention, in a natural manner.